Hare Krishna, we continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. Chapter 8, Attaining the Supreme, text 15. Mahopetya punarjanma dukhalayam ashasvatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gataha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection. So Krishna is saying here, he's saying that the pure devotees, he's saying yogis in devotion, so means the bhakti yogi. Devotion is bhakti, bhakti yogi. He's calling them Mahatma, the great souls. So the bhaktas are great souls. And after they have realized, they have become pure devotees, attained Krishna, then what happens? They never come back to this material world. Never. Why? Because they are already in Golok Vrindavan. Why will they come to the material world? And he's giving us the nature of the material world. He is saying this material world is temporary and it is full of miseries. Dukhalayam ashasvatam. Dukhalayam ashasvatam. That is the nature of the material world. But Krishna is saying, once one attains me, he's never going to come back here. Once one goes to the spiritual world, they are never going to come back to the material world. It is, he's like guaranteeing this. We always have this guarantee. We buy some gadget, we want to have how many years guarantee? Oh, only 1 year guarantee. Why not 10 years? Here, Krishna is giving us guarantee for eternity because we are eternal souls. Since this temporary material world is full of the miseries of birth, old age, death, and disease, naturally, he who achieves the highest perfection and attains the supreme planet Krishna, Lok Vrindavan, does not wish to return. When we get used to eating something nice, when we get the higher taste, we don't like the lower taste. We get used to eating some mithai made in like pure ghee, then we don't want to have that cheap things, It's like that. So once we're going to reach Golok Vrindavan, why would we want to come to this material world? Once bitten, twice shy, right? So the supreme planet is described in Vedic literature as Avyakta or Akshara and Paramadati. In other words, that planet is beyond our material vision and it is inexplicable, but it is the highest goal, the destination for the Mahatmas, great souls. So just because we cannot see the spiritual world, does it mean it does not exist? So the scientists tell us of so many planets and so many stars. We can't see them, but yet we believe in them. Similarly, we should put faith in the Vedic scriptures. We have to put faith in the words of Krishna and words of God. He's saying his spiritual world is beyond this material world. We cannot see the spiritual world because we do not have spiritual eyes right now. Our eyes are material. Even the material things we cannot see properly with these eyes, how will we be able to see the spiritual world? But it is the highest goal. And that is where the Mahatmas go. That is where they want to go. Destination for the Mahatmas, great souls. We want to travel from one country to another, from one city to another, from one place to another. Some of us even have desire to travel from one planet to another. But we should desire that to go to this planet, Krishna Lok, Golok Vrindavan. That is the highest planet in the spiritual world, where Krishna personally resides. The Mahatmas receive transcendental messages from the realized devotees and thus gradually develop devotional service in Krishna consciousness and become so absorbed in transcendental service that they no longer desire elevation to any of the material planets, nor do they even want to be transferred to any spiritual planet. They only want Krishna and Krishna's association and nothing else. That is the highest perfection of life. We have so many desires. We have so many desires, but the perfection of desire is, I want to be with Krishna. I want to serve Krishna. I want to be in the association of Krishna. I want to go to Krishna Lok. That's where all the devotees are. That's where every song is every word is a song and every step is a dance. Everything is beautiful and eternal. So that is the highest perfection of life. This verse specifically mentions the personalist devotees of the Supreme Lord Krishna. These devotees in Krishna consciousness achieve the highest perfection of life. In other words, they are the supreme souls. So here, what we have to do, that we have to receive the transcendental messages from the realized devotees. Means we have to continuously hear and chant in the association of the pure devotees. We need to hear from the pure devotees. When we hear from the pure devotees, automatically we will begin chanting. And in this way, we will develop our Krishna consciousness. This way, we will give up our material consciousness and revive our love of God, which is the perfection. That's the perfection. That is self-realization. So we can see that by hearing and chanting. That's what we need to continuously do. Is that okay? Yes. So if there are no questions or comments, we'll stop here for today. Thank you so much for listening in and joining in. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.